What was your former conversation like? What was it like? What did you do before you came to Christ? What did you talk about? I'm going to talk about a conversation. Conversation means to talk, to have dialogue with one another. How did you talk? Conversation goes further than this because it talks about, it's not just what you talk or say, it's how you live too. But let's just key in on what you talked about, because that's what conversation really means. If I have a conversation with you, that means we're conversing back and forth. We're talking back and forth. So what were you talking about? Who were you talking to? What was going on in your mind before you come to Christ? You were talking to the world. You have conversation with the world. You were talking to people about worldly matters. You were thinking about worldly matters all the time. That was the way you were living. Now, all of a sudden, you come to Christ, and that is all, if you click on the new man, that's all changed. Or has it changed? Or maybe you still got a little mix there. Maybe you're really double-minded. Maybe when you get around us, or people of the Lord, maybe you talk about the Lord there, but when you're at work, or when you go somewhere else, you're talking about the world. That's called a double-minded person who is unstable in all his ways, and he cannot think that he will receive anything of the Lord, the scripture says in James 1. This is like unheard of in the day that we live. But this is the way the apostles, the true people of God, lived. Their conversation was not about this world. Their conversation was about Jesus constantly. What is your conversation about? The world? What you did at work? What you do out there? What hobby you like? What sports you like? Is that your conversation? I remember when I used to go to the fall church. Church would let out. Everybody get together and talk. You know what they'd talk about? Do you remember that? Anything but the Lord. They wouldn't talk scripture. They would talk about where they were going that evening. Or they talk about, oh, did you see the football game Monday night? Oh, what the children are doing. The women would talk about, oh, my kid did this or that. Oh, he's starting the football play. All this junk. Where's your conversation? It's the world, because you're of the world. Because the world speaks of itself. Because it is of the world, as 1 John talks about. Where is your conversation? How about being a weirdo? How about being a peculiar people that people look at and say, hey, man, I try to talk about the world with them. They change the conversation. They change the subject and they walk off. Somebody said the other day, what do you do when somebody comes to you and talks about the world? I say, I try to change the conversation. Tell them, man, my conversation is in Jesus Christ. I want to talk about him. Or I just walk away. If it's a group of them, I just walk away. Let them have their conversation about the world. I don't want that. Are you hearing what I'm saying? Are you getting this so far? Is it getting down in your soul? This will change your life, and it will please God. You want to please God? Do you want to please God? This will please God.